Hey everybody, Rob Cootie of the MLM Solution. How you doing today? Today, we are going to be talking about a certain subject that everybody is going to want to know about. Business builders or customers. Which one is right for your business? We've touched on this lightly in past episodes, but never took a deep dive into it because it deserved its own show, and the past episodes didn't give us enough time to really take a serious look at this. It's a very important business building tactic that you need to know about. And it seems very straightforward, very simple on the surface. Business builders are customers, but there's a lot more to it than just that. So join us today, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, as always, as we take a deep dive into this important subject, business building tactic. All right. That being said, we always ask for your help with the algorithm. As you know, the more interaction we have, the more engagement we have with our followers, the more that our material is promoted across the web. We ask that if you're out and about on the web and you run into a fellow network marketer, please use our hashtag to help them find us and the information that we bring to the table so they too can become empowered with this great information where they could do something amazing with this wonderful business model. You can be a part of that positive process by simply sharing or going to our website, themlmsolution.net, and hitting the share button. Just a few seconds can change somebody's life across the globe that you don't even know, but you can, in fact, touch them with the miracle of technology. Be a part of that by simply sharing. All right, we say thank you in advance. And as we said, podcast number 212, we're racing towards that magic 300. Business builders or customers, join us at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I need to get off of here so that, or shut up and get off of here so that we can get the show started. See you in a bit.
Welcome to the MLM Solution Podcast Show, where you'll learn the facts and hear the truth about the network marketing industry. Here's your hosts, Rob Cootie and Marie Cannon.
Hello, Miss Marie.
Good morning, Rob. How are you today?
I'm
Happy
fine.
Hump Day.
You didn't catch me eating my lunch, did you?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay, good. I hid it.
No snacking on the show.
Ooh.
Unless you brought enough to share for everyone.
I know, isn't that the truth? I agree. All right. That being said, Miss Marie, we have an interesting topic today. Business builders or customers. Which one is right for your business? We're going to take a deep dive in that so that you guys understand the importance of the important difference between the two. Let me put it to you that way. But before we get started, as usual, please give us a thumbs up if you like what you hear and you understand the points we're making and how they can help you. That immediate feedback lets us know that we're hitting the nail on the head, and we appreciate it as well. It does give us a smile on our face. And when you're on our YouTube or our Facebook page, please like, comment, and share. Okay, and when you do, you help us with the algorithm. They love the algorithms, that is, engagement. So when you do that, it helps us get this information out in front of other people who can be empowered by the same information. Excuse me. Also, while you're there, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. As you know, Miss Marie, they've been doing that. And register for notifications by hitting the little bell 2 times. That way, when we upload content or go live, you'll be notified. How easy is that? Pretty darn easy, I'd say. When you say, Miss Marie?
Piece of cake.
Piece of cake. There we go. All right. Before we get started, 5 simple steps to networking success in 90 days or less. That is our mantra. You guys know that. Everything we talk about, everything we do is targeted towards what? The 5 simple steps to networking success. Not a play on words, guys. The 5 simple steps are based on the fundamental principles of the business building process itself. These steps have been around for 60 plus years, and they're responsible for all levels of success in network marketing. They're also responsible for these incredible businesses, incomes, and lifestyles you see in the videos and read about in the trade magazines. That is why you want to use something like this business building system, the 5 simple steps to networking success. And you're going to get all of the links on all of our shows right below this video in the description area. Look at what you're interested in and click on the link, and off you go to a secure website such as ours. Right, Ms. Marie?
Yes. Lots of exciting stuff out there.
A lot of exciting stuff. And finally, before we go, Ms. Marie, coming soon, Ms. Marie and I have been talking about, guess what? You're going to be able to register for, guess what? Live events. There it is. There's the link right there. I had it hidden, but now you can see it. You can start registering for live events. Miss Marie and I have started talking about what we need to do to make live events a reality. We don't think it's possible by the end of this year because we want to do it either in Kentucky or Utah. And some of the venues are not open until September. So it's going to make it tough on Miss Marie and I to get everything lined up correctly and done professionally in the way you guys deserve to have it done in that short a time frame. So with that being said, we're certainly going to keep an open mind. We're certainly going to keep an open ear. Things could change, but here's the thing. Go there and register now, because if you do, and as you know, there's no shenanigans when you fill out our forms. We don't try to sell you on anything. This is nothing more than putting you on a notification list and keeping you updated on the progress we're making towards making a live event happen. And the first 100 people, when the live event happens, are going to get something very special. You want to be a part of the first 100 people. And there's no charge at this time to pre-register for a live event. In the future, Miss Marie, we're going to ask for a deposit. Are we not?
I don't know. Are we?
Of course we are.
Those are one of the details we're going to have to get worked out, I think.
So anyway, there you go. We got all that out of the way, Miss Marie. And with that being said, we are heading for exciting times before we get into the show. And I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to it. A lot on the table. My gosh.
I am as well. You know, it's one thing to do this podcast and these videos like this, because it's pretty much kind of a one-way communication. I mean, we get a little bit in terms of comments and people giving us the thumbs up and your dancing bears and all those other things that people send us every once in a while that you like so much. But you know, to be able to do a live event, to have that interaction, to have that back and forth is just, it's so much more exciting.
It is. It is. And I look forward to it. I hope it happens sooner rather than later, but we're going to do it in a professional way and we're going to do it right. That's the most important thing. And people's safety as well, especially in this crazy world. So safety is of a paramount interest on our part. So with that being said, we're going to talk about business builders or customers. Which ones are right for your business? Guys, we touched on this many times throughout our podcast, but we never took a deep dive into the subject because it deserved its own show. It deserved its own deep dive, because the importance of this cannot be overemphasized, and it's not a play on words, because you have to understand you have to have customers. By law, you have to have customers. Otherwise, it's a pyramid, right, Ms. Marie?
Well, yes, by law, you have to have a product that you're selling. Otherwise,
right.
you get caught in the pyramid scheme type of thing.
Right.
So you do need customers, because you're essentially moving product, right? So that requires customers for sure.
And people say, well, Rob, isn't that, I mean, I got to do it because the law requires it. And the company bylaws require it too. And you're right, but you're using the wrong terminology. And also you're using the wrong approach. And you may be like, well, what are you talking about? Look, as professional business builders, if Miss Marie and I run up on a new company and blah, 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 we do all our homework. We say, yep, this is the right company. And we go out and we do our 90-day mini blast. Guys, you have to realize that her and I are not worried about customers. You know, what do you mean you're not worried about customers? Well, number one, we're teaching our people the threshold of profitability. Right away, we have quote unquote customers. Okay. Just out of that little tactic right there. Okay. But here's what happens along the way. People who say, yes, I want the lifestyle. Yes, I want the big money. They get it started doing a 90-day mini blast and realize, oh my gosh, I don't have the time. My job is too demanding. I don't have the time to do this, but I love the product. I'm going to keep ordering the product. Ta-da, customer, right? Another one says, oh my gosh, this is too much work. It's not just the hours. It's, I don't like talking to people. I have to go here. I have to go there. I have to be on this. I have to be on that. And I'm not really good at talking to people. I'm not really comfortable being in front of people. And it doesn't matter whether they're on a Zoom call or meeting them at Starbucks. They just don't like change. They don't like meeting people, whatever the case may be. They may not, English may not be their first language, and they may not feel very comfortable. There's a bevy of reasons why people want to stop building a big business. And what do? Once again, I really like the product. It works. It's reasonably priced. I can't get this anyplace else. Miss Marie, I can tell you, my ex-fiance wanted nothing but first it was the Amway Artistry line, and then the Nu Skin. When she tried that, she liked the skincare and the makeup there too, and continued to get it even after I left the industry because she loved the product. She couldn't get it anyplace else, not that quality of product. Mm-hmm. And I thought she was pulling my leg. She said, no, this is the best I ever used. Okay, now it wasn't on every product that Amway or Nu Skin made as far as makeup, but I was surprised by the number of products that she said, well, this is the best I've ever used. And so I continued to get it. There were people out there just like that, Mary.
Well, there are, and that's one of the things where I think most of our focus, if you've been following us for any length of time at all, you've noticed we focus very much on building your business and prospecting and recruiting and offering the opportunity to mm-hmm. other potential business builders. Yep. Because almost by default, you end up collecting customers along the way.
Yep.
Whereas if you're focusing solely on marketing the product, you're putting yourself in a position where you need to be an expert on the ingredients and how it works and what's the scientific basis for it. And do you have a scientific advisory board and who created it? And are the products naturally sourced? And what kind of environmental impact does it have? And what's your carbon footprint? And all sorts of nonsense that all of a sudden folks expect you to be an expert in that you may not give a hoot about.
That's right. And defending the price.
Well, that's a big one, right? Yeah. Because again, as Rob mentioned, oftentimes network marketing companies have high quality products.
Yep.
And they are priced to reflect that. There's that old adage, you get what you pay for. Well, if you want the high quality, there's going to be a price tag associated with that. That's and right. If you're marketing products to people who are used to shopping at Walmart and Kmart, they're going to have that sticker shock and want to argue with you about the pricing of the product.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Exactly. And that's where, you have a situation where if you have a great product, guys, getting customers is going to be pretty simple and pretty easy for the most part. For instance, look at Amway. I can't tell you, including myself, how many people still use the soap, their bleach, their stain removal system. It's the best I've ever run into, period. And there's another thing called Scrub Bright that I continue to use to this day. Once again, some of the best stuff I've ever encountered. So that's the reason why I keep ordering it, Miss Marie. I'm a longtime customer. Same thing with Nu Skin. The wife loves Nu Skin products. Well, guess what? We still can use that. Even though we're not a part of the company, we still use those products. Mm-hmm. So we are customers. We're living proof that what we're talking about actually works. I no longer build a business. I have no desire to build a business, but I love the products, and I know that I can't get them anyplace else. So here I am, right? So did somebody benefit from me continuing to be a customer to this day over the last, 30-something years? Yeah, somebody benefited big time. And it's minuscule compared to the largeness of their business, I'm sure. But the point is that I make up a pretty good chunk of somebody's monthly volume, Miss Marie. And so the bottom line is that you have a situation where it's going to happen to you too if you're with the right company that has a product that people want no matter what. Okay, so the customers are really a no-brainer. That's the reason why we bring it up. We let off with them because we want you to realize customers are going to come out of the actual business building activity that you take. In other words, if you follow the 5 simple steps that's listed in our business building system, guess what? You can forget about worrying about customers because your downline, one thing, Miss Marie, if they're going to follow the threshold of profitability, they quote unquote qualify as a customer. You're servicing them. And guess what? Then you're going to have other people, which are going to make up a big part of your solid foundation that you're putting in place, that are wanting the product and nothing else. They decided no more business building activity. I'm done with that, but I'm happy with the product. You're going to have a large core of those people. And Miss Marie, sometimes you have a small to medium-sized core of people who want to do the booths and want to do home meetings. And so they buy a lot of product. They keep an inventory. They take with them to these, fairgrounds or whatever and set up a booth and sell them and all that, right? You know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
So you have a situation where you're going to have a combination of customer type activity that you're going to have to just totally ignore. And I don't mean ignore them as people, but ignore and accept it for what it is. They're customers, and be glad that you have them because they help you to meet the federal requirement of having customers in your business. Okay. And plus it's volume. You can't focus and depend solely on business builders, right, Miss Marie? It's going to be a hodgepodge of a lot of different type of people, small businesses, retail businesses. I mean, there's some people that just do retail, and you say, well, what does that mean, Rob? They buy it wholesale from the company, they turn around and sell it to their neighbor retail, right, Miss Marie?
Mm-hmm. Yep, and they make that profit. That's the difference between the wholesale and the retail.
Right.
And that's how they choose to build their business. That's a little bit more of a traditional retail mindset, right?
That's right. But you'll have a few of those sprinkled in every once in a while. So the point is that you just have to let that be what it is, okay? And what do? You just focus on the business building activity, which tells you what? To focus on what? Finding business builders. And what are business builders? They're leaders. Business builders is another word for leaders, okay? Because leaders take action, okay? And what do action people do? They build things. So what are they wanting to do? They're wanting to build an organization. They're wanting to build a lifestyle. They're wanting to build the money that will support that lifestyle with this company because you used the music to the ears message that told them that was possible. So and during the training, you told them, look, this is all about finding leaders. Leaders build businesses, which in essence means business builders. Okay, so that's what we do. That's the reason why Miss Marie and I, we call ourselves professional business builders because that's what we are. Okay, we know how the business works. We know how to make it work. And our sole purpose when we go into a new company is to build a business that will support, that will develop the income to support the lifestyle we want. That's it. That's the end of the story. Okay, so there's a clear distinction between business builders and customers. Okay, and you could have, if you build a large organization, you could have 200 or 300 customers. You could have, I know some that have close to 1,000 customers. And those customers, when I say customers, different degrees of them, but they are customers, okay? And it's not a play on words. And those guys are grateful for that. Miss Marie, can you imagine the money that they make on a monthly basis on 1,000 customers? That's mind-boggling, okay? And so can that happen? Well, sure it can. If you build a business organization that has 9,000, 10,000 people in it, there's a real good chance you'll have 300 to 400, maybe a little bit bigger, a little bit more, that will be customers, okay? It's just the way the numbers work out. So the thing is, because you got to remember, you're going to be batting 300 to 400, maybe about 250 to 400. In other words, 100. If you have 10,000 people in your group, okay, then basically what's going to happen is that approximately 30% of those could be largely customers, okay. And that once again, that's because you have the 97.3 going on. And if you look at the other numbers in network marketing, it all plays into how the customers come about. Okay, so enough said for that. The bottom line is that you need to go into this business focused on what it is you want. We have a document which we'll bring up in the near future. It's called, matter of fact, in the description below, I'll put it in there, a link to it. The package that we offer, it's called Determine What You Want. Determine the lifestyle you want. Because we have 3 different books on that. One is Determine the Lifestyle You Want. The other one's Determine the Business You Want. And then the third one is Determine the Type of Business You want to build. And you say, well, why would you have 3 of them so close together? Because they all address separate but important, although they sound related, issues. Okay. If I sit down and say, well, I want this kind of income because I'm broke and I need to have a house and I'm living out of my car, I'm focused on the income, right, Miss Marie? I'm not focused on the lifestyle. Right now, it's about making money. Okay.
Right.
So what kind of business do I need to build in order for me to make money? Okay. That's different than saying, well, I'm okay. I have a good job and I want to change my lifestyle. Okay. Different subject matter, right, Miss Marie? Different approach. So you have a different mindset. That's the reason why we have those different products, even though they sound related. In this situation, you're going to sit down and you're going to say, based on your life circumstances at this moment, you're going to say, I want to build this kind of business because I need this kind of income. Okay. And that would tell Miss Marie and I, if you say, well, look, I want to build a business that's big enough that will generate $2,000 a month for me within the next year. That would tell Miss Marie and I a lot. Okay. Because we could look at the comp plan and if we look at the comp plan, we could pretty much know by heart, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. We look at the comp plan, $2,000 a month. Okay. I got a roadmap for you. Okay. The 5 simple steps, you're going to do these, and here's what you're going to shoot for. Here's your 90-day goals. This is the volume you got to create in order to create the $2,000 a month with this comp plan. This is the type of business you need to build. Okay. And Miss Marie can say, you're going to need 8 leaders, blah, blah, blah. I mean, she could pretty much be spot on. Okay. If somebody comes up to Miss Marie and says, I want to drink out of the coconut type business, Miss Marie immediately knows. Big business, legacy business position, possibly. You know what? Top 10 earner. Okay. I know what kind of business this person wants to build. That person's motivated by the lifestyle, right, Miss Marie?
Yep.
Okay. So you can see, and then if you say, well, what do you want from your business? Well, some people want to travel, Miss Marie. Some people want to pay for their education, their kids' education. Some people want to improve their retirement. That is totally different than the lifestyle or I need money now, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So you guys can see how what you want from your business is going to tell you a lot about who you need to focus on and how many people you need to have that are business builders, right, Miss Marie?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. So with that being said, you have a situation where you have to understand that business builders are people that are leaders, and you have to be a leader yourself, because leaders are going to follow a leader. If we are sponsoring people 5 and above in the scale of ambition, and we are wanting those people because we understand that the essence of this business is leaders. Whoever has the most leaders wins. So you got to assemble a wonderful team of leaders, people that are 5 and above on that scale of ambition. As we told you many times before, the music to the ears message pushes people away that are not leaders and attracts people who are leaders. And they're going to look to you. Okay. You are the person that's building a business. They're going to look to you for guidance and help, even if they're a superstar in the making, because they don't know this business. They don't know how it works. They're dependent on you because you told them that you knew how it worked. You had a system that worked, and then they could build this on a part-time basis where they could meet or exceed their income at their work. And that way it will give them the lifestyle they want ultimately down the road. Okay. So they're going to look to you for the guidance in building this type of business that they want the type of business that will develop the lifestyle they want. That's what I was going to say. Okay. And so you have to be the leader of leaders. And in order for that to happen from day one, when you set your first foot out into the 90-day mini blast business building activity mode, that very first step is targeted towards finding leaders who are business builders, as I said, not customers. Customers rarely turn into business builders. Every once in a blue moon. Don't count on it. If it happens, be tickled. If it happens twice, God has blessed you. If it happens 3 times, guess what? The bishop has blessed you. Okay. The bottom line is that it rarely happens, right, Miss Marie? Very seldom does a customer call up and say, it does happen, but it's very rare. Never count on it. Okay. Go out and develop leaders. Okay. And you do that by leading by your own activity, your own results, and your leaders will follow, because they'll say, look at how hard Marie's working. Look at what she's doing. She's doing exactly what she said. She's doing the 5 simple steps. She's putting in the hours, and she's assembling a wonderful team of leaders, of business builders. Okay. And leaders will go through brick walls once they realize that what you told them is working. Okay. Because they see the end result now. They see their own destinies in their own hands, because they understand that Marie, what she taught them, the 5 simple steps, is in fact working, because she's getting results. And they're seeing her go across stage. They see her highlighted by the company. They see her pin rank advancement. They see her bonus checks. Okay. And she's on a constant news feed, if you will, of the company website. You know, she's asked to speak at events. She's doing this, she's doing that. And so they say, wow, you know what? She's really rocking this thing. And what are they going to do? They're going to say, you know what? She told me she knew what she was doing. She told me she had a system, and it's actually working. And you know what? It's worked for me on a limited basis. I need to step up my game. That's what leaders do, right, Miss Marie? They chase other leaders. They want to be together, okay? And when they see the lifestyle that Miss Marie is getting out of that, they're like, hey, count me in. Work with me. Show me how you did this. I'm there. And so the leaders, as they say, cream rises to the top. And so the leaders will follow Miss Marie, but she's the one that has to set the pace. She has to be the leader that other leaders want to follow and be with and work with. Okay. So business builders are customers. It's not even a contest. Okay. Customers are vitally important. Don't get me wrong. We're not pushing them off to the side. We're not ignoring them. We're not saying that they're not worth anything. Customers are a legal part of this, but more importantly, customers are real people who have emotions, who have feelings, and they feel that they're just as important as other people. And if they're buying product and creating volume, they are important. Don't ever discount your customers. I'm telling you, at your own peril, you are going to discount them. And guess what? It will come back and bite you in a big way. Because Miss Marie wants negativity. If you treat a customer the wrong way or say the wrong thing at a live event, the word, especially with the internet, the word that gets out is not good. And it will spread like wildfire, and your business could be destroyed overnight, right, Miss Marie? If you have to paint on a happy face, guess what? You better do it. If you crapped in your pants at the live event, you better smile and still shake their hand, okay? Because the thing is, they are that important. Would you not agree?
Well, absolutely. And ultimately, customers are the foundation of your business, because your business builders are also customers.
That's right. There it is.
So customers are incredibly valuable. That's where the volume comes through. That's where the product is moving. It's to customers.
Yep. So really, your business builders, as she's just stated, she has such a wonderful way of putting things, and she's right. She's right to the point. Your business builders are customers, okay? And I am tagging off of what she said, because she said it much better than I have. I said it in a roundabout way, but we'll use her way, because it was much clearer and much more eloquently said. Okay. But it's accurate. Okay. And we don't confuse the two. We don't want to confuse you by calling business builders customers too, because the title itself says business builders or customers. We want you to understand that there is a clear distinction between the activity of a customer versus the activity of a business builder. Would you not agree, Ms. Marie?
Well, yes, and there's a very clear distinction between the activity of prospecting and recruiting customers versus prospecting and recruiting business builders.
Oh, yeah.
And that portion of your business, you want to focus on the business builders.
There it is. And in order to find the business builders, you got to go fast and furious. You've got to work the numbers in network marketing. And that all starts by doing the 90-day mini blast, which inherently creates speed and urgency, forcing you to work hard towards your 90-day goals that you put down on the goal sheet, which in fact makes a big circle and takes you right back to the speed and urgency, meaning that you're looking fast and furious for your leaders. The sooner you find them, the sooner you're on your way. Okay, did that make sense? That big circle.
I think we're good.
I agree. All right, with that being said, I think we covered this well enough, Mr. Ram, and it's not a tough subject. We did take a deep dive. We made it very clear the distinction between the two, the importance of the two. We did not discount one over the other. They're all important, and it is not us doing a tap dance here. You'll find out. If you disagree with us, just give it a shot and see what happens. It's not a fun thing to have happen if you lose your customers. All right, with that being said, guys, downline hierarchy is tomorrow's subject matter. That is very important, very, very important. I don't like playing the games with you guys emotionally, but here's the thing. If you overstep your boundaries as a leader, you could really piss off the wrong people on the downline and cause major chaos, which you may not recover from. Would you not agree, Miss Marie?
It's possible. And then you have to go back to Monday's episode where we talked about damage control.
There it is, which I was going to do tomorrow. Yeah, boy, she is on it, man. She is on it. She don't miss a thing. All right, guys. As you know, we always ask that you join us at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on our Facebook page, our YouTube channel. And if you will, before we go, please share our hashtag the MLM Solution with our fellow network marketers all across the globe. And go to our new and updated website, themlmsolution.net. It continues to grow and it continues to get refined. It's quite a site, if I must say so myself. All right, Miss Marie, you have anything to add?
I do not. Look forward to seeing you 11 a.m. Eastern tomorrow.
I agree. I think we covered everything. We did our commercials early, right?
Nope.
And good. I think we're good to go. All right. Miss Marie, I shall see you tomorrow at 11 a.m.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thanks for listening to today's podcast. Download our podcast on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, and other podcast platforms. Visit our website at www.themlmsolution.net for additional important information, show details, and past shows. Follow us on Parler, Rumble, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Please hit the like button, the subscribe button, or the get notified button while visiting our other social media platforms.